Hi, in this video we're going to be doing a comparison between these two personal space heaters. So both of these are personal space heaters and they're both 1500 watts maximum and they're both very portable. This one is by Kismile and this one is by Pelonis. So let's start by talking about the display. So I think that the Pelonis wins hands down on the display. It is so much better. Look how clear those buttons are. It's very, very clear. You've got two power modes and a fan mode, and you can easily see where it says min and max. So very clear, very easy to see. For me, this is a big deal because it's very dark in my home, and so it's very easy to see what setting it's on when I'm working. I can easily adjust it, and very, very easy to use. Whereas this one here by Kismile, the buttons are a little bit harder to read. This also has a fan and two power levels, and you can adjust it from min to max. But as you can see, it's not as clear, not as obvious, so if it's dark where you live, it's not going to be as easy to see. So let's talk about the handles. The handle on the Kismile is fantastic. You can grab it like this, you can grab it like this, because it has a small indentation here, so very easy to pick up. Let's test the Pelonis. Also a pretty good handle. Despite the fact that it doesn't have, this piece here, the handle is actually pretty good. So I would still say that the Kismile, though, has a slightly better handle than the Pelonis. Both have safety features, so if you tip them over, they will automatically shut off. Here is the safety feature on the Pelonis, and here is the safety feature on the Kismile. Notice that the safety feature on the Kismile is a little bit dinged up. I don't know if when you buy it brand new, if that's what it will look like. It could be from repetitive use. To be fair, I have used this one a lot more than the Pelonis. Okay, so I've had them for roughly the same amount of time, but I've used the Kismile a lot more. And that's just by coincidence. It's not by choice. It's not because I think the Kismile is better. It's just because I happen to be in the room where this was more often than I was in the room where this was. Okay, so that's the only reason I use this one more. And because of that, this possibly happened, but it still works. What else? Let's compare the cords. So let's do like a quick test here to compare the length of the cords to see which one has a longer cord. I think the Kismile might have a slightly longer cord. It's hard to tell. I'm going to say it's in tie. I know one looks longer, but measurements aren't perfect, so roughly the same. In my experience, the length of the cord has never been a problem with space heaters. I've never had a space heater where I've said, oh, I wish the cord was long enough. That typically happens with fans or lamps or other devices, but for some reason with space heaters, I've never had that problem. The cords are always a sufficient length. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I guess maybe now we can turn these on and hear what they sound like. Let's start with the Kismile. I'll plug it in. And my microphone is here, so you'll be able to hear how it runs, and we'll talk about how long it takes to get hot to see which one gets hotter faster. Okay, so right now it's off. Let's turn it on fan. So right now it's not going to be getting hot. It has a slight rattle. I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone. And again, it's probably because I've used this one a lot more than the Pelonis. This has undergone a lot more use. Shuts off, so the safety feature does work. By the way, whenever you turn this down to the minimum, it will always shut off. I don't believe it does anything when you're in fan mode. It's currently in fan mode. I don't think it adjusts the intensity of the fan. The fan is pretty weak on this one. On most of them, it's pretty weak. You can feel the air, but it's a pretty weak fan. Don't buy these for the fan feature. Okay, so don't buy them and think, oh, it's like an actual fan. No, it's not. It's not. It's pretty weak. Let's go to 1. Starting to get warm, and it's on max. Let's go to 2. Warm. Starting to get warmer. Decent. Decent. Okay, let's check the Pelonis now. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this one. So this is the Pelonis. When I was a kid, I had a fan that was a Pelonis fan, and so it brings back memories. That thing was indestructible. All right, let's turn the fan on. No rattle. But again, I haven't used this one as much. And again, whenever you put it on min, it's just going to shut off. This is the first power setting. Okay, it's getting warm now. Took a minute. It's very warm. Second power setting. Much warmer, much quicker, a little bit quicker to get warm than the Kismile. So I think it gets warm slightly, we're talking slightly faster. It's pretty warm. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off now. Oh, the safety feature does work. Overall, I would say they're both great. I think that the key differences between these two products are the design and the look. Just from the aesthetic appeal, the Kismile does look better than the Pelonis. However, the Pelonis, in my opinion, has a far superior display. Also, the Pelonis does get hotter, in my opinion, slightly faster than the Kismile. The Kismile has a slightly better handle. And also the Kismile, I think this might be a little bit broken, but again, I'm not sure I can make a fair comparison there because I have used this one more than this one. So it would really only be a really fair comparison if I had used them both an equal amount of time, and I haven't. I've used this one a lot more. This was used in the bathroom multiple times. Both great. At the end of the day, I bought both, so maybe just get both. I think it's good to have more than one personal heater. The nice thing about personal heaters in general is that you can turn them on and off and you can move them from room to room. Also, they will lower your electric bill. At least for me, it did lower my electric bill. Last winter, I did a test because my electric bill was really high. I wasn't using my personal heaters. I was using my baseboard heat. And I thought, no, I have to do something. So I completely stopped using my baseboard heat and I went 100% to personal heaters that I bought on Amazon. And I lowered my electric bill by an incredible amount. So it saved me tons by using space heaters. So I plan to do the same this winter. I probably won't be using my baseboard heat too much. I'm going to try to stick to using these little personal heaters because they save me a lot of electricity. Anyways, I hope it's been helpful. They're great. Until next time, good luck.